I'm Howard Hale. With me, Jim Brinkman. Pitzer Ranch, Erickson, Nebraska, had a successful sale, a 2-day sale, over 500 head early in September. You have an event just before that you sponsor called the Ranch Horse Invitational. Go into the history and how that came about, would you?
We started this deal 9 years ago, and basically the incentive fund at the AQHA was kind of dying, and so I was kind of wanting to do some sort of an incentive, and I wanted to tie it to our horse sale and our horses here at the ranch. So we came up with this deal, and you know, the deal that's happened to myself and the cowboys who work with me here personally is we run about 400 brood mares, and especially in the fall or early spring before they have colts and you go out to gather them, it's like running wild horses. It takes a good horse, and you go through places fast that you would never think you could go through. And anyway, so we set up this ranch horse contest, and with kind of the idea that to do what you do on the real ranch work type of stuff, like what's required out of a rancher's horse nowadays. So we have a trail class that is timed where we go across the river and through some logs, and it's kind of set up. It's like when the mares run off and you got to go head them, and you got to go get in front of them, and go turn the stampede back, so to speak, and it'll test you pretty good. And then we have a cow penning where we sort a cow out of a herd and then kind of do like the border collie deal where you take them through a couple gates, kind of prove that you can drive him where you want to, and it's timed. And then we have a team roping and a barrel race, because when you get done with your ranch work and it's Saturday, you and the kids load up and you go to either the kid rodeo or the jackpot. That's what today's horses are used for, basically. We give away about $80,000 in the thing. It pays about $20,000 to win first. The horses that are eligible are like the horses here from the ranch and the satellite breeders that have our bloodlines that basically they pay their studs in, and that makes their whole crop eligible, and that way we can kind of get some added money and make this thing work. Last year, I'm pretty sure we were the highest payback ranch horse contest here in the States. I think the horse that won it was the highest money-earning horse in the ranch horse divisions. We have a lot of fun. It's pretty challenging. It takes all day. It's strong or hard enough that I mean, we set up the roping is the same as the BFI in Reno, so it's a set of fresh steers with basically an even start, 20-foot box, 20-foot barrier. And, if you're down there and you rope one in 9 or 10, you had a nice run. It takes a really good horse. The barrel racing's gotten real competitive. The girls are showing up because there's more money in that one event, the barrel racing, than most of these little barrel racings around the country, so they're bringing good horses to it. The cow penning and the trail class will kind of separate the what would I call it, the weekenders from the cowboys, so to speak. You kind of got to be a real cowboy to go through that thing and get through those two events. So to win all around it takes a pretty good hand and a real good horse.
Any problems with the event this year?
It was good this year, other than we've been having a lot of rain, so the river was deep, and we usually cross in kind of a tricky spot off of high bank, and it gets kind of wild, but I was a little scared we couldn't do it this year, so we crossed in a little better spot. But I think we still had about 3 of those horses go down in the water where they bogged in and dunked their riders anyway, and then scrambled back out. It was challenging, even just because the water was pretty deep.
Jim Brinkman, Pitzer Ranch at Erickson, Nebraska, talking about the Ranch Horse Invitational they had before the fall horse sale. Thanks for joining us. Always great to have you along. May God bless you. You come back and join us again, won't you? I'm Howard Hale.